Look at the book of Yehukanan. Yehukanan, sit at chapter 4 and verse 22. And we'll read down. The book of Yehukanan, they'll call it John. They'll call it St. John. Anything they can do to try to make an Anglo-Saxon sound like he's somebody. Ain't that right? Anything try to make white people like they got a real existence here. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Thank you, kind sir. Ain't that right? Listen to the book. Hold on, you cut on your mic. You worship. Oh, your mic is on. So you saying it's the people in the back? People in the back?
Ye worship.
Ye worship?
Ye know not what.
What happened, son?
We know what we worship.
Tell them what, son?
For salvation is of the Yahudim.
And tell them what happened?
But the hour cometh.
When what?
And now is.
When the what?
The Amat worshippers shall worship the Abba in Ruach and in Amat, for the Abba seeketh such to worship him.
Tell them what he is, son.
Elohim is a Ruach.
You say he's a stick with a pickle on it?
Elohim is a Ruach.
So he's not a shish kebab. He's not a figurine. Huh? He's not a pair of cracker hands they got set up in front of your churches. He said for Elohim is a Ruach. And they
that worship him
ought to
must
it's required to do what?
Worship him.
How?
In Ruach
and
in Amat.
What happened, son?
The Ashah saith unto him.
What did she say?
I know that the Mashiach cometh. When he is come,
what happened?
He will tell us all things.
Listen.
Yahusha saith unto her.
What did he tell him?
I that speak unto thee am he.
What happened, son?
And upon this came his Methodist and marveled that he talked with the Ashah, yet no ish said, what seekest thou, or why talkest thou with her?
Listen.
The Ashah then left her water pot and went her way into the city, and saith to the Anus.
What did she tell him?
Come, see a ish, which told me all things that ever I did.
Tell him what happened, son.
Is not this the Mashiach?
Tell him what happened.
Then they went out of the city and came unto him. In the meanwhile, his Methodist prayed, saying, Adoni, eat. But he said unto them,
I have what?
Meat to eat.
That what happened?
Ye know not of.
Come on, son.
Therefore said the Methodist one to another, Hath any ish brought him aught to eat?
Listen.
Yahusha saith unto them, My meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work.
What happened, son?
Say not ye, there are yet 4 moons, and then cometh harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields.
Why?
For they are white already to harvest.
Listen.
And he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal, that both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together.
What happened, son? And
herein is that saying Amat, one soweth and another reapeth.
Come on.
I sent you to reap that where on ye bestowed no labor, other Anus labored, and ye are entered into their labors.
What happened?
And many of the Samaritans of that city
did what?
Believed on him.
Men of the Samaritan did what?
Believed on him.
Men of the Samaritan did what?
Believed on him.
Tell me about the woman preacher.
For that saying of the Ashah, which testified, he told me all that ever I did.
What happened?
So when the Samaritans were come unto him,
what happened?
They besought him that he would tarry with them, and he abode there 2 yamim.
What happened?
And many more believed because of his own debar.
What happened now?
And many more believed.
Why?
Because of his own debar.
That's what I'm talking about. Solidified. They came to see exactly what she said, what she had told them. They came on, he solidified it. You know she couldn't have been no preacher. You know she couldn't have been sent. Back up at that 4th chapter. Back me up about the 19th verse. See about the 17th verse. Same book. So they'll go give people a title that don't belong to them. Listen what happened.
The Ashah answered and said, I have no husband.
So back me up at 17.
That's 17.
That is 17, but make it 16. Listen.
Yahusha saith unto her, Go.
All right, 15. Listen.
The Ashah saith unto him, Sir, give me this ma'im, that I thirst not.
See that? She want to get the ma'im that she thirst not. Listen.
Neither come hither to draw.
Neither will I have to come back to try to draw anymore. What happened?
Yahusha saith unto her,
What did he tell her?
Go, call thy husband.
See what he told her? Go and do what?
Call thy husband.
Go and do what?
Call thy husband.
Well, what happened?
And come hither.
Hold what you got. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 4 at verse 30. 14, 1 Corinthians 14, 32. Since we're there anyway. Listen.
And the Ruach of the Nabah are subject to the Nabah.
And the Ruach of the Nabah is subject to the Nabah. Listen.
For Elohim is not the author of confusion, but of shalom, as in all the assemblies of the Kudash.
Listen.
Let your Nashim keep silence in the assemblies.
Let your what now?
Let your Nashim keep silence in the assemblies.
Tell them why, son.
For it is not permitted unto them to speak.
Tell them what happened.
But they are commanded to be under obedience.
And
also saith the law.
And listen what happened.
And if they will learn anything.
And if they will learn what?
Anything.
If they will learn what?
Anything.
What you want them to do?
Let them ask their husbands at home.
What happened?
For it is a shame for Nashim to speak in the congregation.
Back over to the 4th chapter of the book of Yehukanan. There's a whole lot of these different customs these people got that don't line up with the book. A lot of customs these people got that don't line up with the book. Listen.
Yahusha saith unto her.
This is 4 and what, 16?
Yes, sir.
This is Yehukanan 4 and 16. What did he say?
Go, call thy husband, and come hither.
What happened?
The Ashah answered and said,
What happened?
I have no husband.
So what happened?
Yahusha said unto her,
Then what happened?
Thou hast well said.
Why?
I have no husband.
Tell them why.
For thou hast had 5 husbands.
Show me 5 fingers, y'all. Show me 5 fingers. And
he whom thou now hast is not thy husband. In that saidest thou truly.
How many she done had? 6. So where the story about the woman with the 5 husbands? It's not in there. He just told you she had 6. She had to have 6. He said you had 5, that past 10. He said the one you got in there is not yours. That's 6. Basic math. Should have picked this up out the kindergarten. If you had 5 and you got one more, that means you had 6. I say you had 5 drinks and I give you one more. How many you had? And you had 6. Why am I talking about 5? Trying to be smart, he let you know what she had. Then the people come along and tell you how Jesus came along and told the woman who had 5 husbands. He just told the woman had 6. Whether it was lawful or not, he said the one you got in there ain't yours. It's still 6. Huh? Y'all all right? All right. I don't know what these folks doing. I don't know how they come up with these numbers. The book is clear. The book is clear when it comes down to what we look at. What we're trying to go back to look at, he never gave her the water, the ma'im, as we call it. Meaning when she went out and she did these things, she didn't do it on his accord. He didn't tell her to go do it. He would have never told her to go tell nobody nothing. Why would he? Why would he? She didn't have anything. She wasn't sending him to go do nothing. The people that came in, they believed. They said, we believe because of what he did. We heard him for ourselves. That's why we believe. Y'all got me? It's important to let you know that. You see a woman that didn't have the ruach, yet she was beneficial because she called something to come back to listen and get the truth. Same thing with Bryce. That's the only reason I went there. Y'all thought I forgot, huh? Well, that's what I do for a living. Come, let's see what happened in the book about a sheep. People feel like they've done a good work because you call somebody to something. Man, you gotta bear forth. You gotta bring forth some fruit. Ain't that right? He told them he ordained them they should bring forth fruit, that their fruit should remain. Ain't that right? That be the truth. I had some fruit come and go, but I got fruit that remains. He ordained it should be so. Y'all hear me? Ain't many people stand on the wall telling these people the truth. You know, it's just a piss poor shame to them. You look at these people calling themselves ministers and preachers and bishops and elders and teachers. It's a disgrace before Elohim. And we come to set the record straight for the nation. And that right, put this thing back in order just like the book designed it for. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm trying to tell you. He said something else was key. These people talking about you shouldn't pay no preacher. I don't know how you get that. The man just finna tell you that he that gathereth in should get wages. Huh? That's why he sent them out together. Isn't that right? He said they should get wages. You tell me if I go out in the field and I plant, I pull them and I bring them in and take them to the market, I shouldn't get paid for it. I got y'all. Y'all was in the field.
Yeah.
I had to come gather and bring you in. I don't know how nobody feel like they'll get what I get.
Yeah.
They got the teaching out there that the members should get the same thing the preacher get. I don't know where they get it from. But the members going to wait at the altar? Let's see what it said. 1 Corinthians 9:1. Oh, I tell y'all, don't be following these folks all that bad doctrine out here that mess you up. I don't entertain everybody teaching. I say nobody can't teach me nothing. I just don't entertain everybody teaching. What mess a lot of people up and not knowing where to eat. First Corinthians 9:1. Let's see what happened. Listen.
Am I not an apostle?
Have I did what?
Am I not free?
Listen what happened. An apostle is one that's sent. We know what they say about old definition. Apostle is somebody that was taught by Yahusha, or either they walk with Yahusha, got it by revelation. That's not the definition. That's what people use. It was sent. The book never told you that Barnabas was with him, did it? It never told you he got it by revelation. It just told you he was an apostle. So a lot of times people start telling you stuff, we just take what people tell us. You don't know the full detail of everything. It's just what people want to customarily say, because people want to take on titles rather than looking at it. Just do the work. If you do the work, your work will prove you out. Isn't that right? You ain't got to tell them about, carpenter. If hell folks see with a hammer and nail, they see you putting stuff up. They say, you a builder, huh? So you know me. Isn't that right? That book. People just don't know it yet. Let's see what happened. Listen.
Have I not seen Yahushua HaMashiach?
He said, have I not seen Yahushua HaMashiach, our Benhu?
Our Adoni.
Our Adoni. What happened?
Are not ye my work in the Adoni?
See that? He talked about them being his work. Listen.
If I be not an apostle unto others,
then doubtless.
I am to you.
For what?
The seal of mine apostleship.
Who?
Ye in the Adoni.
He said the seal of his apostleship is the revelation.
Are ye in the Adoni?
He said that what solidified it. He said, look at my fruit. He just said they were the seal. Why he didn't say the seal was the vision, the kazum? He said they were the seal. A seal authenticates something. Why didn't he say his seal was the fact that he saw about noonday? There came a brightness above the sun. That was the seal. That solidified it. He just said you were the seal. All right. All I do is tell you the book. What he said his seal was. He said, you my seal. Listen.
Mine answer to them that do examine me is this.
That what?
Have we not power to eat and to drink?
He said that. He said, I got authority to eat and to drink. What else happened, son?
Have we not power to lead about in our couth?
Somebody said it. Come on. There's some things I can do y'all can't do. Somebody said I did that one time before. They want to know. Said, what it is you can do? I said, what? They said, you said that and you drunk. You can drink wine. I said, what? I said, I know that. Yeah, I ain't going to tell her, but this, what it is you can do. Open the door. I ain't going to tell y'all who it is. And y'all won't get it out of me. Listen, I'll be the last one to tell y'all who it was. Josh. So don't nobody say it after me. Listen.
Have we not power to lead about in our couth?
See that? He said we got authority to lead about in a couth, which is a sister, which they will call a sister. Let me say that. Listen.
An Ashah.
See that? An Ashah. Oh, listen, we're talking about a wife, and Ashah will stand for a wife as well. Listen.
As well as other apostles.
See that? He said, and he can lead other apostles. So he got authority. Man say he's an apostle. That don't mean he can't sit up under me. He said we got authority, can lead about them as well. Listen.
And as the Aki of the Adoni and Cuff, or I only and Barnabas, have not we power to forbear working?
Listen.
Who goeth a warfare any time at his own charges?
You see that? I don't know why a member get what I get. It don't make sense. You ain't even warring. He said, who go? He telling you some natural thing that's done. He said, who do you know going warfare at his own charge? Every president we ever had been in office been rich. Every war we ever fought, they didn't pay a damn cent. Right. That's law. He told you clearly. He said, look at what happened nationally. Who going to go on warfare at his own cost? Who going to do that? They're going to charge your ass. When them president and Congress sit down, they don't sit there and say, what you got in your wallet? You got 30 on it. How about you? You got 15. Hell no, I got more than that. They look at it. The people going to pay for this war. They're going to charge it to the people. Like they said, charge it to the game, innit? Well, that's the same thing he's going to tell you when it come down to you looking at an apostle. You looking at somebody leading the raw when they come down and leading the people. He said, who finna go warfare at his own charge? Listen.
Who planteth a vineyard
and do what?
And eateth not of the fruit thereof.
That don't make no sense. I don't plant the vineyard. I ain't going to eat. That's crazy. I hear these ignorant preachers out here talking. That's because they don't know book. He said, who going to do that? Who going to plant a vineyard and he ain't going to eat of the fruit thereof? That don't even make common sense. Listen.
Or who feedeth a flock
and does what?
And eateth not of the milk of the flock. That
don't make sense. You don't sit there and nurture and care for that flock? You want some milk? What I'm going to do, go to Kroger and get it. I'm going to get it right here from the flock. This is a flock out of nourished. What I look like another flock paying if I'm getting the milk from another flock? Get it from right here. Yeah. This is a flock out of nourished. This is a flock out of brought up, isn't it? Yeah. What, this way he told me. Who ain't going to drink the milk thereof? What else happened, son?
Say I these things as an ish.
Or do what?
Or saith not the law the same also?
You know what they say? See, that's when you got to know when God talking and man talking. Damn God. We looking at all the hymns. Right. Damn God. Right. He said the scriptures say this. What the scripture say?
For it is written in the law of Moshe.
That what happened?
Thou shalt not muzzle the mouth of the ox that treadeth out the corn.
Oh, it makes sense. Tell me what he was talking about, so how much he care for the ox.
Doth Elohim take care for oxen?
What happened?
Or saith he it altogether for our sakes?
See, he was talking about our sake. Because everything he told you from the Ruach perspective that we'll call, that people will more likely would try to say spiritual, is the fact that he tried to come along. In order for you to get a mindset to understand the Ruach, you got to understand the natural. If you don't understand the carnal, you ain't going to never get this. That's the law. I grew up in the country. My granddad used to plow with a mule. You would put a basket. They had this old basket you would put on that for the muzzle. You put on the mule mouth. That mule put his mouth down there. He knew he couldn't get out of the wild. He'll give up. He'll keep moving, keep plowing. As soon as you get finished, you take that off his mouth, put him in pasture, and let him eat. Right now, he's working. Once he get through, he done sat and dug the field out and did the work. After that, you set him out in the pasture and let him eat. Well, that's the same thing he telling to come down to the preacher. Y'all all right? Yes, the man done sat there, done dug, and done pulled up, and done put and planted. Why wouldn't you sit around and let him eat? Yeah. He told you the scripture had enough sense to tell you not to muzzle off that tread out the corn. Then people come on saying a preacher shouldn't be paid. I don't know where people get that from. That's the same thing we talked about in the 13th chapter when they came down to the Lord. Pick me up right quick. Nakum Yah. Since we're over here anyway. Nakum Yah, which they'll call Nehemiah. 13:1. Book right. I don't feel bad when I cash my check. I just feel bad when it run out. Isn't that right? I know I labor faithful. I don't feel bad at all. I don't be like, man, what I'm doing, this ain't right. This book. I be looking saying, I done plowed more than this. But I thank Yahuwah, he grateful, he faithful. Isn't that right? You be faithful over a few things, like the book say, he make you rule over many. Yeah. Let's see what the book say. This is the 13th chapter, Nakum Yah, 13:1. Listen.
On that Yom, they read in the book of Mushah in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that the Ammonite and the Moabite should not come into the congregation of Elohim forever.
Listen.
Because they met not the Beni of Yasharal with bread and with Maim, but hired Balaam against them, that he should curse them. Howbeit our Elohim turned the curse into a barakah.
Listen.
Now it came to pass, when they had heard the law, that they separated from Yasharal all the mixed multitude.
Listen.
And before this, all Yashabi, the Kohan, having the oversight of the chamber of the Beth of our Elohim, was allied unto Tobiah.
What happened?
And he had prepared for him a great chamber, where aforetime they laid the meat offerings, the frankincense, and the vessels, and the tithes of the corn the new wine and the oil, which was commanded to be given to Louis and the singers and the porters and the offerings of the Kohan.
Yes.
But in all this time was not I at Jerusalem, for in the 32nd year of Artaxerxes, Malach of Babylon, came I unto the Malach, and after certain Yamim obtained I leave of the Malach. And I came to Jerusalem and understood of the evil that Oyashabi did for Tobiah in preparing him a chamber in the courts of the Beth of Elohim.
What happened?
And it grieved me sore. Therefore I cast forth all the household stuff of Tobiah out of the chamber.
Yeah.
Then I commanded, and they cleansed the chambers, and thither brought I again the vessels of the Beth of Elohim with the meat offering and the frankincense, and I perceived that the portions of Louis had not been given them, for Louis and the singers that did the work were fled every one to his field.
So what you see happening? What you see happening, the same thing we come back to look at now. When you look at what Shaul had to come along and try to tell the people, have we not authority to forbear working? Because you look what Louis wound up doing. Louis had to go back to the fields. Louis was back out there working because the people weren't giving what they were supposed to. He perceived these things weren't being done. He looked at why the house of Elohim had gotten out of order, or the Beth of Elohim had gotten out of order. Let's see the book of Titus right quick. Titus 1 and 5. Oh, when you get me the book of Matthew, right quick. Mm. (21 and 11). Give me the Matthew. Matter of fact, give me the Titus 1 and 5 first. What is it, 1 and 5? 1 and 5. Then give me 21 and 11 of Matthew. Listen.
For this cause left I thee in Crete,
Make it 1 and 4. To Titus,
mine own ben after the common faith,
grace,
mercy, and shalom, from Elohim the Abba, and the Adoni Yahusha HaMashiach, our Husha.
what
For
happened?
this cause left I thee in Crete,
Sit down.
shouldest set in order the things that are wanting,
What you want me to do?
and ordain elders in every city,
That's right.
as I had appointed thee.
What happened?
If any be blameless,
Mm-hmm.
the husband of one Ashah,
Yeah,
having faithful Beni, not
Yeah.
accused of riot or unruly.
yeah,
For a bishop must be blameless, as the steward of Elohim,
yeah.
not self-willed, not soon angry, not given to wine, no striker, not given to filthy lucre, but a lover of hospitality,
Yeah.
a lover of ta'ub anus,
Mm-hmm.
sober, sadak, kudash, temperate, holding fast the faithful debar as he hath been taught,
Yeah.
that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers.
That's right. Those that dispute. You got to be able to have that ability. He says some stuff we'll deal with, because they'll say, I can't do it. All right, let's look at him in the book of Matthew 21 and 11. Listen.
And the multitude said,
Who is this?
This is Yahusha, the Nabah of Nazareth of Galilee.
Tell him what happened, son.
And Yahusha went into the temple of Elohim,
And then what?
cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple,
And what happened?
overthrew the tables of the money changers,
And
the seats of them that sold doves.
tell him what, son?
It is written, My Beth shall be called the Beth of prayer.
Well, what happened?
Ye have made it a den of thieves.
So what y'all find out? Nakum y'all. When he had already seen where all y'all should be dead. He had set up for Tobiah and them to set up, and they had set up a court chamber in them. Where it was inside the house, and he saw in the law where it shouldn't be done. So he went in and he started casting it out of there. So he started looking at what were the different areas where the people started falling short at. This is where he started looking at how things got out of order, called people not being in position, or people not having the foresight to be able to go in and take and give correction to the people. The average thing today what people look for, the truth be told, is a preacher they found fallible. That way the people can get away with doing wrong. The people want preachers that will allow them to steal and lie and hypocrite and false pretend that will not address things, call you to the carpet, will not make frontal assault. These are the preachers that the people are comfortable with. So when you got somebody that's able to get up and look everybody in the face and come straight down the middle, straight, no chaser, I ain't what you want. I'm not what you want. Because I give it to you the way you need it. It ain't about what you want. I give it to you the way you need it. One thing you're going to know, you know where I stand. Y'all got me? People's souls on the line. People dying and going to hell. And that's what he looked at. Things got out because people got out of shape. People got out of position. See, when these people come on with this stuff, I don't feel like no preacher ought to get paid. They ought to be out there working like me. Well, we see what happened. You start establishing, setting these things up, and this is the very reason why the people get off. And just like he told in the book of Romans, Romans 10:1 right quick. Other one, get me 2 Timothy 3:16. Romans 10:1. Other one, 2 Timothy 3:16. Listen.
Aki, my heart's desire and prayer to Elohim for Yasharal is that they might be saved.
Tell them what you bear.
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of Elohim,
But not.
according to knowledge.
See that? That's the problem I got today. This is our people talking about. They got a zeal, got an enthusiasm about it. Ain't no knowledge. Tell them what happened, Brandon.
For they being ignorant of Elohim's Siddiq,
What happened?
and going about to establish their own Siddiq,
Did what?
have not submitted themselves unto the Siddiq of Elohim.
For what happened?
For Mashiach is the end of the law for Siddiq to everyone that believeth.
What did they tell? What did the Christians just hear? Ain't no more law. Once Yahuwah came, once Yahusha came, ain't no more law. It told her he was the conclusion of the law. See, when you hear the law got a conclusion. Let's see what it told in the book of Kahalah, chapter 12, verse 13. That's what I do for a living. I be trying to tell them all the time, you can't be smarter than my boss, Mr. Yahuwah, smarter than all of us. Matter of fact, give me 12 and 9, we'll read down. Kahalah, they'll call it Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 9. Listen.
And moreover, because the preacher was wise,
He still did what?
taught the people knowledge.
They thought I was going to teach about me getting paid. I don't have to solidify. I don't have to justify why I'm getting paid. I already know why I'm getting paid. Listen.
Yea, he gave Taub heed,
See, that's why I gave good heed. And tell them what happened.
and sought out and set in order many marshali.
Marshally are bywords. These are adages that people have. I had to come along and correct them. There's a lot of stuff people say. They shouldn't be saying it. Ain't that right? And they do it because they don't know the law. That's where your error come in, because you don't know the law and you don't know the scripture. Listen.
The preacher sought to find out acceptable dabarim,
And what happened?
and that which was written was upright,
Even what?
dabarim of Amat.
That's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you the truth. Amat is the Abari word for true. Listen.
The dabarim of the wise are as golds,
Which do what? Incite. That's right. They incite. Listen.
and as nails fastened by the Adoni of assemblies,
As what?
which are given from one shepherd.
Listen.
And further, by these my ben be admonished.
I'm making a what?
Many books, there is no end.
That's why I don't try to go reading all these books. I got a man there be trying to read all these books. He done already told me here by the time you get through, they're going to come out with another one. They done told me making many books. And what the hell I'm trying to read all of them for? I'm killing time. Here when you get through, they're going to come out with another one. Every time, even the school said, they don't leave them books. They'll come out and say, this new required reading. Hell, you can't win. You done read all that book, got the curriculum, then they'll come along. Look at how many of y'all going to college, they'll come along. They used to let you buy books. Now they come up and say, we can't use them no more. Somebody make another book. But he told you before they even done it. He said, it might be warned by them making them any books.
There is no end.
And much studying.
Is a weariness of the flesh.
That's why I'm wasting my time with it. I'll be studying their ass out. Still don't be getting nowhere. You already told me how all you going to do is get weary. That's why some of him faint now. The book said, let us consider him, which endures such contradiction of men. Lest you grow, what was it? And faint well. I don't have time to study everything come out. There's some stuff you need to study. Study to be quiet. Study to show yourself faithful. Study to show yourself approved. They ain't going to spend time on that. They keep studying damn books and wind up messing up. Because I don't even put their heart. I put my heart and my validity in Yahuwah. I leave room for correction. That's why I take the scripture for. When I get the scripture going to correct everything that's not right. Y'all hear me? Let's see what else he told me.
Let us hear
The what was it, son?
conclusion of the whole matter.
Let's hold what you got, son. Put me up in your Ukanon, chapter 19. 1928. That was a good year, wasn't it, Malcolm? That's what I'm talking about. Malcolm had just went and put $50 in the stock market. It crashed. Damn! 1928. Listen.
After this,
Hold on, you guys said, listen, that 1928, it said, let us do what was again?
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
1928?
after this, Yahusha, knowing that all things were now accomplished,
What happened?
that the scripture might be fulfilled,
What did he say?
saith, I thirst.
What happened?
Now there was set a vessel full of vinegar, and they filled a sponge with vinegar and put it upon hyssop and put it to his mouth.
Tell him what happened, son.
When Yahusha therefore had received the vinegar,
When he had did what now?
received the vinegar,
Oh, what you got? Let's hear what you got at 12:13. Let us do what?
Hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
1930.
when Yahusha therefore had received the vinegar,
What happened?
he said, it is finished. And he bowed his head and gave up the Ruach.
Well, the 10th chapter of the book of Romans, the book just told you that he was the conclusion of the law. What, 12:13 again, Kahala?
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
If you don't hear him, I know you ain't going to be saved. And you don't know no law. I know they don't know no law. They ain't smart enough to know no law. 22:29, Matayahu. They ain't smart enough to know it. Listen to the book.
Yahusha answered and said unto them,
Tell them how they prosper.
ye do err,
You do what now?
err.
Error means you go wrong. You go wrong. You know that? We met another error before then when. Then when. One of the sons of Yehuda. He did err. Because he didn't know the power of Elohim. That's what did. He erred. He spilled it on the ground. Yehuda had told him to bring up seed unto his Aki. He didn't want to do it, so he pulled out and he spilled on the ground. He went wrong. Error means you're wrong. He was wrong when he did it. See, whenever he tell you to do something, you don't do it. You know you were wrong. Well, better yet, you just commit sin. All right, let's see what happened.
Ye do
Yahusha
err.
said unto them,
Ye do err.
what?
Ye do err.
Doing what?
Not knowing the scriptures,
No.
the power of Elohim.
Bad me up, son, let's see what we were talking to, what was going on at that time. Bad me up about verse 23. 22, 23. Listen to the book.
The same Yom came to him the Sadducees,
What happened?
which say that there is no resurrection,
What happened?
and asked him, saying, Master, Moshe said, if an each die,
Listen what he said.
having no beni,
What happened?
his Aki shall marry his Ashah,
And do what?
and raise up seed unto his Aki.
That's why he would tell them about being He would tell them about See, if you ain't smart, you know, I don't even want this. This is something I'm just kind of just jumping over just to kill a little time. This filler. This only makes sense to tell you that you do Oh, what you got? Some don't even know. How many of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about? Well, that's right. Let me make sure somebody knows. Let me book about a sheet. $38. So that 38 is what I want. 38. And jump down about verse 4. Barashit, they'll call it Genesis. Barashit, 38 and 4. Listen.
And she conceived again,
Bag me up and give me, take me to verse 1. Listen.
and it came to pass at that time that Yehuda went down from his Aki and turned in to a certain Adulamite whose name was Hira.
Listen.
And Yehuda saw there a bath of a certain Canaanite whose name was Shua, and he took her and went in unto her, and she conceived and bare Ben, and he called his name Er.
Listen.
And she conceived again and bare Ben, and she called his name Onan.
Listen.
And she yet again conceived and bare Ben, and called his name Shelah.
Listen.
And he was at Chezib when she bare him, and Yehudah took a wife for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar.
Listen.
And Yehudah's firstborn, was
Who now? His what?
Yehudah's firstborn,
Tell him what happened.
was wicked in the sight of Elohim, and Elohim slew him. And Yehudah said unto Onan,
Stop. Well, come on, you'll finish this, then we'll look at something else. And he said to Onan,
Go in unto thy Aki's Ashah,
Yeah.
and marry her,
Yeah.
and raise up seed to thy Aki.
Yes, now we got to do some work. Keep going.
And Onan knew that the seed should not be his.
That's right. You know what he looked at? That ain't my mess. 3 and 38. Now I got to do some work. By the sheet. You can just finish out what Onan did. I said, I do apologize.
And it came to pass, when he went in unto his Aki's Ashah, that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his Aki.
Who else did that? Yahusha did it. That's why when they pierced him in the side and ran out on the ground, he didn't want to bring up another error. 3, 2, 6. By the sheet 2 and 6, we're going to work and run right quick. By the sheet 2 and 6, or the Yah 3:38. So I can prove this all out too. Listen.
But there went up a mist from the Aritz, and watered the whole panim of the ground, and Elohim formed each of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
And what happened?
Each became a living soul.
Then man became a living soul. What happened?
Elohim planted a garden eastward in Eden.
And what did he do?
There he put the Ish whom he had formed.
Hold on, what you got? There he put the Ish whom?
He had formed.
Well,
And out of the ground made Elohim to grow
All
every.
right, by the sheet, chapter 3 and verse 7. Matter of fact, give me one. I got to work out some other stuff I said now. Let's go ahead and just clean everything up. 3 and 1. By the sheet, 3 and 1. Then I'll come back and I'll finish show what I had. Let's see what happened. Listen, by the sheet 3 and 1.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Elohim had made, and he said unto the Ashah, Yea, hath Elohim said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the Ashah said unto the serpent,
Listen what she said to the serpent.
We may eat of the fruit
She
of.
asked the question, she just told him what happened. She said, we can eat of the fruit thereof it. Come on.
Of the trees of the garden.
Of the trees of the garden.
But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden.
Tell him what happened.
Elohim have said.
Who did she say said it? Elohim did tell it to her. At 126. By the sheet. Listen.
And Elohim said, Let us make Ish in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the Aritz, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the Aritz. So Elohim created Ish in his own image. In the image of Elohim created he him.
Male.
And female.
Created he who?
Them.
Oh, what you got? 14, Brandon. Your Ukanon 14 and 5. Ukanon 14 and 5. Listen.
Thomas said unto him,
Thomas said what?
Unto him,
Tell him what he said.
Adoni, we know not whither thou goest.
And?
How can we know the way?
Tell him what he said.
Yahusha saith unto him,
What did he say?
I am the way,
Who else?
the Amat,
And?
the life.
Tell them what happened.
No ish cometh unto the Abba
But
by me.
tell them what happened.
If ye had known me,
If you what now?
had known me,
If you know who?
me.
If you know Adon,
If ye had known me,
if you know Adon,
ye should have known my Abba also.
by the sheep, chapter 2. 2 and 16. 2 and 16, then 3 and 1. Listen.
And Elohim commanded the each, saying,
Elohim commanded the man and the woman, what?
And Elohim commanded the each, saying,
What did he say?
Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat,
Tell him what happened, son.
but of the tree of the knowledge of Taub and Rasha
Yeah.
thou shalt not eat of it.
Tell him why, son.
For in the yum that thou eatest thereof
Tell him what happened.
thou shalt surely die.
And tell him what happened.
And Elohim said, It is not Taub that the each should be alone.
Tell him what happened.
I will make him an helpmeet for him.
Tell him what he did.
And out of the ground Elohim formed every beast of the field
And did what?
and every fowl of the air,
Yeah.
and brought them unto Adam
For what reason?
to see what he would call them.
And
Whatsoever Adam called every living creature
that.
was the name thereof.
What happened?
And Adam gave names to all cattle,
And
to the fowl of the air,
yeah.
and to the beast of the field.
Yeah.
But for Adam there was not found an helpmeet for him.
Listen.
And Elohim caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept.
And what happened?
He took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof.
I don't know why a man is going back and get a wound cut back in him. No man sewed it up. Ain't no man got no business with no wound. It was a wound. They changed the wound. W-O-M-B, it was a wound. Elohim wounded him. Your book told you we didn't wound him. That's a wound. That's why it bleed and drip between. It's a wound. It's an open sore. They don't know no better. They left why they try to sound so damn intelligent. What they like with a wound? He gave the man a wound. He wounded him. That's your law. Let's see what he told us in the book of Yarim Yahoo. If I knew what I was doing, I'd be a dangerous man. Let's say that 31 and about 31. Oh, good to see you, white man. I thought you left the planet. Yarim Yahoo. Yarim Yahoo. 31. And about sit at about 12. Let's see what y'all will take what the book said. All right, let's see. 31 and 12. Or is it 30 and 12? 30 and 12. Yarim Yahoo 30 and 12. Listen. Hold on when you're going to get that. Hold on, you jump up right quick. Give me the book of Yasha Yahoo. I'm going to stop their mouth. You're going to tell them folk what you got in there time they ask you. Yasha Yahoo 53 and 1. Because I know they ain't going to believe it. Listen what the book said. Listen.
For thus saith Yahuwah, thy bruise is incurable,
And what else happened?
and thy wound is grievous.
Your W-O-M-B what?
And thy wound is
Wound.
grievous.
W-U-N-D. That's a wound. This is what he said.
There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up.
That's why you still got an open sore. Tell them what else happened.
Thou hast no healing medicine.
See that? You ain't got nothing to close that up. I don't care what I don't care what them doctors do. Talk to me, son.
All thy lovers have forgotten thee.
See that what happened? As soon as you get through laying on your back, you still dripping. Like a leaky faucet. Drip, 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 drip. Liquid plumber ain't gonna stop that. Talk to me, son.
They seek thee not.
What happened?
For I have wounded thee.
You did what?
I have wounded thee
With what, son?
with the wound of an enemy.
That's how I leave an enemy. I leave him constantly dripping. Huh? I leave a constant hole in them. That's what they do to them. But they told you wound because it sounds more professional when you go to the doctor. Y'all all right? All right. Tell them what else happened.
With the chastisement of a cruel one,
Yeah.
for the multitude of thine iniquity,
What happened?
because thy sins were increased.
What happened?
Why criest thou for thine affliction?
What?
Thy sorrow is incurable for the
What happened?
multitude of thine iniquity.
See that? He said your sorrows ain't incurable because of the multitude of your iniquity. What happened, son?
Because thy sins were increased,
Yeah.
I have done these things unto thee.
That's why he said I did it. At the 53rd chapter, book of Yeshayahu, we'll go back and clean it all up. Soon as he started talking, I started hearing things, and I said, I got to go back and fix this and put this back. And I still come back and conclude it. Mr. Yahuwah, it's impossible to be smarter than my boss. Mr. Yahuwah is smarter than all of us. That's why I like working for him. He's smarter than all of us. I'm just a flunky. I don't mind. I'm just a flunky. Huh? I'm like Lee Harvey. I'm just a patsy. All this belong to Mr. Yahuwah. Listen.
Who have believed our report,
And to whom?
is the arm of Yahuwah revealed.
Talk to me.
But he shall grow up before him
As?
a tender plant,
And like what?
as a root out of a dry ground.
Yeah.
He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him,
What we gonna do?
there is no beauty that we should desire him.
Talk to me.
He is despised and rejected of a noose, a ish of sorrows,
Uh-huh.
and acquainted with grief.
And that's what he told you about the man in Yahoo tried to tell you the same thing about him. He tried to tell him about his sorrow. He said, because the multitude of your iniquity, which was our iniquities. Listen to what the book said.
And we hid, as it were, our panim from him.
Why we did that, y'all? Because he was naked. That's why he asked her, to whom was the arm of Yahuwah revealed? You can't, he told you, I'm going to make bare the arm. So when he stripped it, we couldn't look. That's against our law. They're like, when they went, his boys went in, they seen him, and they seen his dad, and they said, we can't be looking at that stuff. That man got no clothes on. He like, turn around, not me. You know what I'm doing? Hide my face from him. That's what they did. And they hid, as it were, their face from him. That's what your law taught you. See how he made them obey the law? I told you, if you obeying or not obeying, you still fulfilling the book. Listen what else happened.
And we hid, as it were, our panim from him. He was despised.
And
We esteemed him not.
tell them what happened, son.
Surely he hath borne our griefs
Listen.
and carried our sorrows.
Listen.
Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Elohim,
Tell me what he did.
and afflicted.
Tell me about him.
But he was wounded.
You say he was W-O-M-B?
But he was wounded.
He was W-U-N-D. For who?
Our transgressions,
So we know why Adam got healed. He was wounded for our transgression. What happened?
he was bruised for our iniquities. The,
Tell them what else happened?
the chastisement,
Who?
our shalom,
Was where?
upon him,
That's what I'm telling you. That's why he told you to reproach of them that reproach thee. Fell on me. See, people seeing, they'll assume when you read. See, you don't have a teacher. Because of what you read, it'll automatically say he's sinned. Why else was he walking around sorrowful? The book said, why cry to me? It's because of the multitude of your sins. Well, the law had to come in and teach you that. The only way that's going to make sense because of the law, you got to know the law. You can't take assumption. Am I to take, he was wounded for my transgression because he said it? Am I to take the chastisement of my peace was upon him because they said it? No, I got to know law. Y'all got me? At the 20th chapter of the book of Allah Shemut, they'll call it Exodus. Allah Ha. Allah. No, I'm sorry. Allah Shemut. Listen. 20, verse 1 will be fine. Listen.
And Elohim spake all these dabarim, saying, I am Yahuwah thy Elohim,
Yes.
which have brought thee out of the land of Mitzrayim,
Tell me about him.
out of the house of bondage.
Listen.
Thou
Out of the house
shalt-
of slavery. Listen.
Thou shalt have no other Elohim before me.
Tell me what else happened.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image,
Yeah.
or any likeness of anything that is in Shamayim above,
Yes.
or that is in the Aritz beneath,
Tell them why, son.
or that is in the Ma'im under the Aritz.
Yes.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them,
Yeah.
nor serve them. For I, Yahuwah thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim.
I who?
I, Yahuwah thy Elohim,
Or what?
am a jealous Elohim.
Who is this again? You told me so I be clear?
I, Yahuwah thy Elohim,
See that this is your Elohim. Is what?
am a jealous Elohim,
He said he's a jealous Elohim. I can't imagine what he'll do.
visiting the iniquity of the fathers
Where?
upon the children.
And then they refer to him as Son of Man. See, you can't just go and say he bared our iniquity. You got to be able to show me law. See, I can show you law how he can do it. You just can't go and say he did it because he said it. Like they said, just because he said it, that's enough for me. That's why you can't be a Christian. Christian believe shit for no reason whatsoever. You think I believe that because Yahoo just said he bore our reproach? That don't make sense. If I do something wrong, I don't say here and I robbed the bank. Why would Cam be going to jail? That don't make sense. It would make sense if Cam was my son and it was the law. Because I, Yahuwah, the Elohim, are jealous of Elohim. He told you what I do. Tell me where you visit.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers
Where?
upon the children unto the third and fourth generation
And do what?
of them that hate me.
So now you want to know why he told you that. All this will refer back to him. Remember the book of Matthew, chapter 1. That's what I do for a living. Why do these people waste their time trying to be smarter than me? Matthew. Matter of fact, Matthew says we'll hit him twice. Hit me. Hit me. Matthew 1, verse 17. Other one get me Matthew 12. Matthew 12. And see that 39. 13. Listen, 117.
So all the generations from Abraham to Dawood are 14 generations.
Pay attention, 14. What else happened?
And from Dawood until the carrying away into Babylon are 14 generations.
That's 28.
And from the carrying away into Babylon unto the Mashiach are 14 generations.
That's 42 generations. That's what I do for a living. I do this for a living. I got to prove it out. Matthew chapter 12, verse 39. Everybody trying to be so damn accurate. Our folks running around trying to tell myself, we ain't the people that supposed to come out of Mizraim, because he said the fourth generation, they're going to hold it just at 400. And the fourth generation could be any time within that period. Right. If folks trying to hold it don't make sense. I'm going to tell you why it don't make sense. Because he told you don't know the day or the hour. Don't make sense, get that. But I gave you a season. He said the time and season or the exact day and time and hour. Season. You don't need to know man shall ride. And he never told you no exact. That don't make sense because he told you don't know the day nor the hour. But he gave you signs of mark for direct. People too damn smart for me. Oh, they so damn stupid. Come on, son. Let's see what he told. Matthew 12:39. Listen to the book.
But he answered and said unto them,
Tell them what he said, son.
an evil and adulterous generation,
Pay attention. An evil and adulterous generation seek after what?
a sign,
And to who?
and there shall no sign be given it.
Now, see, you heard, they heard, a Christian heard. If I try to look for a sign, I mean I'm evil and adulterous. No, he would tell you that an evil and adulterous generation seek after a sign, and they're not going to get it because he's not revealing nothing to them. He revealed it to his servant, the Nabal. He never told you he was not. Why do people, you go tell, you look at, no, the Bible says, even an adulterous generation seek after signs. No, he tell you that people that commit sin and looking for a sign, they're not going to get it. They're not going to get what they're looking for. But he's going to tell you, but that wouldn't be just all the way completely true. Tell them what he did say they'll get.
And there shall no sign be given to it,
But what?
but the sign of the Nabal, Una.
Tell them why, son.
For as Una was
Pay attention. As Una, who they called Jonah, was 3 what?
Yamim,
And three
3
what?
nights in the whale's belly,
So who?
shall the Ben of Ish be 3 Yamim.
The Son of Man. Why would he call Son of Man? Wow. Let me see. Because now we come back and we look at what the law said. At 20 and 1 again. Who Allah Shamu. See, that's what he told. He says, all I tell a son. If he's smart enough to get this. That quick. That's what he told. Who Allah Shamu, 20 and 1. Listen to the book.
And Elohim spake all these Dabarim, saying,
What did he say?
I am Yahuwah thy Elohim,
Tell him what you do.
which have brought thee out of the land of Mitzrayim,
Listen.
out of the house of bondage.
Out of slavery. Listen.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Talk to me.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image,
Listen.
or any likeness of anything that is in Shamayim above,
Yeah.
or that is in the Aritz beneath,
Yeah.
or that is in the Mayim under the Aritz.
Tell me what happened.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them,
Yeah.
nor serve them.
Tell me why.
For I, Yahuwah thy Elohim,
Am.
a jealous Elohim,
Tell me what you do.
visiting the iniquity of the fathers,
Pay attention. The fathers. Upon who?
the children,
Which is upon the Beni, upon the sons. When?
unto the third and fourth generation.
Pay attention. You just got your 4th generation. Right here, your 4th generation. Then he told you to the 3rd and 4th. You ain't going to believe this. Pick me up in the book of Order Y'all, chapter 3. I got to prove this out too. They ain't smart enough to catch it. Mr. Yahuwah gave it to me. Order Y'all. They're going to call it Luke, chapter 3. Pick me up at about verse, I don't know, verse 24. Let's see what it says. You people be wasting time. Everybody go sit around and copy other people's shit. Instead of getting their sorry ass putting the work in. Like Bree said, man, that's why I'm doing it 3 times a week. You got to put the work in. Let's see what he said. This is Ordiyah chapter 3, about verse 24. Listen to the book.
Which was the bin of Mathat.
All right, so it's going to take me up further. Pick me up what I want. 23? All right, 22. I'll let y'all be too smart. 3 and 23. Pay attention. Ordiyah 3 and 23. Listen.
And Yahusha himself.
And you holding me, Allah Shemut chapter 20. What you love about verse 3 or that verse 4?
Still at verse 5.
Hold verse 5 for me. Listen what he said now.
And Yahusha himself.
Do what now?
Began to be about.
I ain't going to catch this one. Tell him what he began to be.
30 years of age.
As what?
Being, as was supposed.
That's good enough right there. Let's get back to 25. This is 25. I prove it out. They don't know what they're teaching. Average of these preachers, they're not even qualified, not even skilled. Shouldn't even be in there. Listen to the book.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
Pay attention. You shouldn't bow yourself down to them. Tell them why.
Nor serve them.
Tell them why,
For
son.
I, Yahuwah thy Elohim,
Am.
a jealous Elohim,
Pay attention.
visiting the iniquity of the fathers
Pay attention.
upon the children,
Until the what?
the third and fourth
Because he was 30
generation
years of age. They're going to put him at the 3rd generation. Ain't what that son?
of them that hate me.
Back him up again. Visit the iniquity of the
Visiting
children
the
from when?
iniquity of the fathers upon the children,
Until the who?
the third and fourth
Because
generation.
he came in the 4th generation. Yeah, he was in the 3rd generation when he did. I told you I'm going to do it. They just ain't smart enough. I told you you can't be smart, Mr. Yahuwah. It don't make sense. You're too stupid. You know what's bad about that? I don't even study this stuff. That's when it's bad. When you put all your heart and your ass in it and you still come up with nothing. The man told me a long time ago, must study weary to the flesh. Make him in the books of no end. I can't read. I started reading that stuff be crossing up. He said, you getting weary to the flesh, ain't it? That's why they be ineffective. They're too busy trying to learn every language out here. How you going to do an error? That's why so many people err. They waste their time on the wrong thing. Work on living right. You know how to work on living right. That's the main thing. That's my biggest effect. Can I be saved? I want to live right. Huh? I just want to live right. I ain't trying to be the smartest, the best, the baddest. All I want to do is live right. If I just making it like Moses did when he was losing that basketball game, it don't matter as long as I make it in the kingdom. No, damn well he wanted to win that game. Soon as he saw with no hope he thought he wanted to go in the kingdom. I'm telling the truth. I want to get in the kingdom. I ain't trying to rank the best, baddest. I ain't trying to get everybody nowhere to follow me. All I'm trying to do is just live a clean life, and I better stand on this dabarine. Be able to say what no man else can say. I don't have to cut no corner. I ain't going to let you make no will in him. Huh? They just learned something you ain't never know. 3rd and 4th generation. Who else can show you a man and tell he was 30 years of age as it was supposed, and then come along and let you know he came in the 4th generation? Who else can do that and cover himself? Now, how you going to take this and retire and carry it to you? Don't make sense. It was only talking about one person. At the book of Yochanan, 539. Men that came before me, they did a good job. When they rolled out in front of me, they did a great job. They did a great job. They laid their thing down, and all I got to do is just come down through the middle. That's all I got to do. They done moved all the sticks and trees and rocks out of the way. I just put the cruise control, just come straight down the middle. When they came along, they were digging up roads and moving trees. They were escalating, moving stuff out of the way. Then I come on down here, I just come straight down through the middle. Wasn't like that before the men before me came. I don't do this on my own. I do it because he give me the ability because some people paid away for me. All right, listen to the book.
Search the scriptures.
Search the who?
Scriptures.
And why, son?
For in them you think ye have eternal life.
But they are who?
They
which do what?
Testify of me.
I don't know how you going to come up with Muhammad and any other lying hypocrites. Don't even make sense. This only man going to come up, going to tell you the man was in his 3rd generation, yet he came in the 4th generation. I told you I'm going to visit his iniquity. So you should have been looking for somebody approximately in the 30s who should have been coming around their 4th generation, and he was going to be the son of Anu. Huh? Because that's your law. How else I'm going to put this on somebody else? It don't even line up with your law. I'm going to go put this on my cousin. That ain't even your law. That's why you got to know the law. Hold on. 3 and 1. By the sheet. Come on and get some of this out the board. How to get ready to go out there with me. I wants to be at the meeting. Y'all know how to meet with y'all. This is by the sheet, 3 and 1. Let's see what happens. 3 and 1. I got to cover all this, get it out of the way. Listen.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field,
Tell them what happened, son.
which Yahuwah Elohim had made.
Talk to me.
And he said unto the Ashah,
What did he tell them?
Yea, hath Elohim said, Ye shall not eat of every tree
Pay
of the
attention to who
garden.
he's talking to. He's talking to the Ashah, which we're going to call the woman. Had he said indeed that thou shalt not eat of the tree. What happened?
And the Ashah said
Hold on,
unto
when you
the
got me
serpent,
the book of Yuchanan, chapter 14. Come on, son, move quick. Yuchanan. 14. Jump on. I think I left off at 14 and 6. 14, 7. Hold that for a minute. Come on, Brandon.
And the Ashah said unto the serpent,
Listen to what she said.
We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
She said, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. And you know why she can eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden? Hell, they were the one tilling and keeping it. That was extra. Don't even worry about it. Why, how you going to stop them? This will go against your law. He done told you why he put the man there and 2 and about 6. He put the man there to keep it and to dress it. And he can't eat of it? Man, that don't even line up with your law. What do you look like put me here and tell me don't get nothing? That don't even line up with your law. I'm here to keep this thing. I make sure they eat weeds. I be cutting, I be cutting that shit down. Straightening and moving stuff, organized so I can get more fruit. Then I got to eat. Got to eat. Ain't no way the world going to put them working in and tell them they couldn't eat. That's stupid. I don't let somebody, I don't have a conversation about telling me I shouldn't get paid. Your mama shouldn't get paid. Listen.
But of the fruit of the tree, which is in the midst of the garden,
Tell them what she said.
Elohim hath said,
What? Who did it now?
Elohim hath said,
What did he say?
Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it,
Lest
ye
what?
die. Lest ye die.
At this 14th chapter of Yuchanan. 14 and 7. Man, one of these days, y'all know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get myself enrolled somewhere so I can be somebody. See if I can get me one of them. Be like Jethro was. He want to get him a diploma, want to get him an education. I want to get me an education. Remember Jed trying to get in? He said, we're plumb there through the 6th grade. Ain't that right? He told him naught equals naught. They said, look at that boy cipher. He read, they call it ciphering. Ain't that right? They said, listen to him cipher. Shit wrong is all I do. But they looking at hell, we bank like hell. We don't give a damn. It sound good to us. Listen.
If ye had known me,
What happened now?
if ye had known me,
Tell them what happened.
ye should have known my Abba also.
So what happened?
And from henceforth,
And from when?
from
And
henceforth,
from now on. Tell them what you did, son.
ye know him,
And have done what?
seen him.
That's why she could say all of him said it. And he made his own image, his likeness. She didn't lie. She told him the truth. She said all of him said. Who else told her? Why you think you... 1432 just told you if the woman learn anything, that's going to husband at home. I know you don't know all of him, you don't know me. It's not possible. You could know him. Huh? This is what he said.
Philip saith unto him, Adoni, shew us the Abba, and it sufficeth us.
And what happened?
Yahusha saith unto him,
Have you what?
Have I been so long time with you,
And yet,
hast thou not known me, Philip?
he that seen somebody else
He that have seen me,
has seen who?
the Abba.
What did he say at that point?
And how sayest thou then,
Did do what?
shew us the Abba?
I don't know how you can ask. If the devil would have asked her where he was, she said, Adam will be back.
Right.
That's how I said too. He'll be back. He coming back. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Now we got to move a little bit. 3 and 7. By the sheet 3 and 7. Y'all a wonderful audience. Do y'all understand if y'all had an educated preacher with a degree, y'all could be getting taught some real stuff? Just going through the whole series of Jesus Wept. That's a whole series in itself right now. You could get this, listen, for $4.99 plus shipping and handling. That's $499. You know damn well you ain't never got no tape for no $4.99. For $499, you can get the whole series. And then, hello, friend. If this message have blessed you today, I want you to partner in this ministry with me. Your ass gonna partner. And they gonna get your ass to partner. You know that. If you don't partner, your ass finna be parting ways. You're sitting there, your damn TV just cut off. Your subscription to cable, all that shit just shut down. Them folks don't play that. Ain't nothing free. Them people get paid. I'm the only one that people don't pay when they be on there. Hell, they won't send me a dime on TV. Brother, y'all be pretty. Hell, I do good. I get $20. Damn, folks be having envelopes piled all up. They show me in here. Man, folks not just throwing envelopes all in the garbage, just raking money, cash, checks, all kind of shit. I just want one of them Sundays. Come here, they gonna be on Grove back. They gonna be real with it. Listen.
And the eyes of them both were open.
And they knew
that they were naked.
And what happened?
And they sewed fig leaves together.
And did what?
And made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of Yahuwah Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the Yom.
Listen.
And Adam and his Ashah hid themselves from the presence of Yahuwah.
Tell them what happened.
Amongst the trees of the garden.
And what happened?
And Yahuwah Elohim called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou?
And what did he say?
And
he called who now?
Called unto Adam.
And did what?
And said unto him, Where art thou?
And what did he say?
And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden.
And did what?
And I was afraid.
And did what?
Because I was naked.
And did what?
And I hid myself.
And what did he tell him?
And he said, Who told thee that thou
Who
wast
told
naked?
you were naked? And what did he say?
Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat?
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Let's go back there, Order y'all chapter 3. They probably thought I forgot. Order y'all chapter 3. Verse 34. Oh, then give me the book about a sheep, chapter 38. 38 and about 3. So y'all got that? Order y'all 3:34. Oh, don't got me about a sheep, chapter 38 and about verse 4. Listen to the book.
Which was the ben of Jacob,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Yatsakut,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Abraham,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Thara,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Nakor,
Listen.
which was the ben of Saruk,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Ragu, which was the ben of Phalek,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Heber,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Salah,
Uh-huh.
which was the ben of Canaan,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Arphaxad,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Sem, which was the ben of Nuach, which was the ben of Lamech, which was the ben of Methuselah,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Enoch,
Yes.
which was the ben of Jared,
Yes.
which was the ben of Malaleel,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Canaan,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Enos,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Seth,
Yeah.
which was the ben of Adam,
Which was the man of who now?
Adam,
Who's Seth? Seth was the who now?
which was the son, which was the ben of Enos, which was the ben of Seth, which was the ben of Adam,
And tell him who Adam daddy was.
which was the ben of Elohim.
Ain't but one reading to go here. Let's see what happened again. Pick me up at about a sheep, chapter 38. 38 and 3. See, I don't get to do like the other preacher, just shoot something out my mouth and everybody just take it as fact. I gotta go all through the book and prove it out. Let's see what happened. Listen.
And she conceived and bare a ben, and he called his name Er.
Here.
And she conceived again and bare a ben, and she called his name Onan.
And what happened?
And she yet again conceived and bare a ben,
Uh-huh.
and called his name Shelah.
What happened?
And he was at Kezib when she bare him.
What happened?
And Yehuda took an Ashah for Er his firstborn,
Yeah.
whose name was Tamar.
And what happened?
And Er, Yehuda's firstborn,
Er who?
Yehuda's firstborn,
Who was Er?
Yehuda's firstborn,
Tell him what he was.
wicked in the sight of Yahuwah.
What was Adam? I had to run all the way around the book to show you that. He was his first son, and he was wicked in his eyes. I had to run all the way around and show you a pattern. Just show you a pattern. You see that? Let's see what happened here in the book of Matthew. We ain't finished up. 29, Matthew chapter 22. We bad to what, 24? Let's see what happened. Ain't he good? Wonderful Husha. Matthew chapter 22, 24. Listen.
Saying, Adoni, Moshe said, if a ish die, having no beni, his Akish shall marry his Ashah, and raise up seed unto his Aki.
Y'all hear what happened? Now, if an ish die, he tried to tell you that if an ish die, that his Aki was supposed to go and marry and was supposed to bring up seed to him. What happened, son?
Now there were with us 7 Aki, and the first, when he had married a Ashah, deceased, and having no issue, left his Ashah unto his Aki. Likewise, the second also.
Let's see, you hear the way they just told hell, it sounded like he ain't have no problem. Issue saying he didn't leave a seed. Issue because it streamed out. It sounded like issues like, hell, he had a happy marriage. He ain't have no problem. That was the issue. He got a problem. No, the issue is talking about the man didn't spill out a seed. Listen.
Likewise, the second also, and the third unto the 7th.
And what happened?
Last of all, the Ashah died also.
How many were this again? The last was 7? Come on.
Likewise, the second also, and the third unto the 7th.
What happened?
And last of all, the Ashah died also.
What happened?
Therefore, in the resurrection, whose Ashah shall she be of the 7? For they all had her.
What happened, son?
Yahusha answered and said unto them,
Ye what?
Do err.
He just told them they were wicked. He wasn't going to bring no, they ain't just played this set to being 09. Because he wasn't going to bring no seed up to him. That's the same reason why Onan got up. If my first brother was wicked, if I bring up a seed in his name, what is this son going to be? So you know the best thing to do? Spit it on the ground. Yeah. What you think he was telling them? Since you brought the whole thing up about marriage and bringing up seed, you err. Tell them why, son.
Not knowing the scriptures.
Because you knew the scripture, you would know why he going to spit it on the ground. Nor
the power of Elohim. That's
why I'm him. Lo, I come. These people don't have a clue. So I had to take them all the way around the book just to show you how it works. Isn't that right? Take you all the way around the world. Anybody else could have just got me and just said it, y'all have took it. If I was a Christian preacher, I could have done this in 10 minutes. All I had to do was just say it out my mouth. Everybody said, that's it. Lord has spoken. In Jesus' name. You done went home and prayed and say you seen the whole thing. Ain't been taught nothing. But see, our law don't work like that. That's why I can't come up here and do a 10-minute, 5-minute sermon. I got to go through the law. I got to come along and make sure I get the whole matter. Isn't that right? Everybody just run up here and say something out their mouth. Everybody just walk off and believe it. I don't know how you say. Because faith come by hearing by the word of Elohim. Y'all got it? Yes, so that's why we come and start living. Look at how quick it done went. I done taught you why I can get paid, why I should be eating, and I done taught you about the son and how you done bear the sin. Yeah. I showed you how it even made sense because it got to line up with your law. Yeah. Come on, man. You ain't going to get there. Man, that 9 messages. That 9 minutes. You break that's that you break up. You teach that over the course of years. Ain't that right? I just do this for GP. Huh? Just general purposes. Ain't that right? Just put them out there right quick on just pop. Number facts. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. Oh, y'all don't look too well. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I gotta get ready. I gotta have a meeting, but the book's still right. Did I leave anything out there? Bam. We good. There's always some hope. But we fine. That's good. Thank you.